Science has improved greatly over the years. Nowhere has this been more prominent than in the field of space exploration. From learning how to safely travel beyond Earth's atmosphere, we have now been able to go to the Moon and send robots to Mars. As space exploration has advanced, scientists have sent out more probes and shuttles in order to learn more about the vast and terrifying vacuum we call space. Among these explorations is NASA's continued study of Mars, a planet that has been considered a potential future colony of Earth. The red planet is believed to have the ability to sustain life. However, probes on Mars have revealed many other interesting things that have changed how many scientists see the planet. Number 10. Possibility of life on Mars. One question that has been puzzling scientists is whether life has existed on Mars. To answer this question, NASA sent rovers to collect rock and soil samples for analysis. The Perseverance rover was launched on July 30, 2020, and reached Jezero Crater on February 18, 2021. The Jezero Crater is a large crater measuring 28 miles or 45 kilometers. Scientists believe it was the location of a river delta that formed billions of years ago. While the search for life continues, NASA has stated that the Perseverance rover wasn't launched to search for life on Mars. Instead, its mission is to help us understand the planet's past. The discovery was nothing like discoveries made in the past. The sheer size of this discovery showed the possibility that life might have existed on Mars many billions of years ago. It showed what could have been a glimpse into Mars's past, a past that had sediments, sands, salts, and mud, forming a sedimentary rock, the same kind of rock here on Earth that holds fossils of past animals. The rover studied sedimentary rocks on the crater and has added 4 promising rocks to its collection. An examination of the crater's floor revealed the presence of igneous rocks, providing an interesting update on the crater's formation. Interestingly, one of the rocks the rover collected contains organic compounds. However, scientists will have to wait until the samples are returned to Earth to study them further. Number 9. Panoramic view of dried-out lake. Scientists view the Jezero Crater on Mars as a lake where rocks and sediments were deposited by a river billions of years ago. Deltas have the potential to host microbial life, and the Perseverance rover has been searching the crater in hopes of recovering evidence of ancient microbial life. With the help of the Mastcam-Z camera, we can now see a 2.5 billion pixel picture of the ancient river delta. The picture results from a combination of 1,118 separate frames, the most detailed picture of Mars we have ever gotten.
NASA's Perseverance Mars rover is now exploring a really important part of Jezero Crater. Around 3.5 billion years ago, a river flowed into Lake Jezero, depositing mud and sand on the crater floor, forming an ancient delta. What you see are some of the hills and cliffs at the edge of that delta.
Although scientists know there are rocks on the planet, this shows them an enhanced view of the rocks. The rocks are of interest to scientists because they contain information about possible microbial life on Mars. Number 8. Mars meteors on Earth. Eurolites are meteorites that do not have the same composition as regular meteorites because they often contain diamonds. In October 2008, a large eurolite entered Earth's atmosphere and exploded above the Nubian desert. The eurolite was named Alma-Ata Sitta. Usually the diamonds in eurolites are tiny and only about 100 to 1,000 nanometers long. However, the fragments of the eurolite that exploded in 2008 were much larger than the usual ones, in fact, 100 times larger. This discovery led scientists to study the meteorites to understand how high pressures and temperatures changed the rock's graphite into diamond. Nevertheless, some theories claim that the Alma-Ata Sitta meteorite may have originated from a material ejected from Mars in its early years of formation. Studies conducted on the Uranite suggest that there is a high possibility that it came from Mars. Number 7. Winter on Mars. Winter has always been a beauty to behold, but no one expected this to exist on Mars. Indeed, Mars and Earth are similar in many ways. It has ice made from water, frost, and even snow, making it similar to Earth's winter, but there is more to Mars's winter than meets the eye. Winter on Mars is characterized by a temperature drop from -80 degrees Fahrenheit or -62 degrees Celsius to below -190 degrees Fahrenheit or -123 degrees Celsius, a temperature that allows the formation of dry ice, a kind of ice made from carbon dioxide, which sublimes to gases when the temperature gets warmer. This process creates lots of amazing ground formations on Mars. Some are like the intricate webs made by spiders, others resemble scattered polka dots or Dalmatian spots, or the appearance of Swiss cheese or a fried egg. Number 6. Mars Rat. NASA's Mars photos have revealed a rat living on Mars, or so we thought. Scott C. Waring, the founder of the UFO Sightings website, was the first to discover the rodent. The Mars rat seemed to be hiding in between two rocks. He pointed out its lighter color, nose and cheek areas, stomach, and forelegs. Admittedly, looking at the photo based on his descriptions might lead you to believe that it's a rat. Still, an objective look at the picture shows that the position of the rat and the color show that it can only be a rock. Waring's observation is normal. As a species, we love finding patterns in things. We have a natural tendency to associate or see common objects in random data. This phenomenon even has a name: pareidolia. Number 5. Elephant face. Pareidolia is a common phenomenon, and it was in play again when evidence of a lava flow was misidentified as an elephant's face. If we indulge our pareidolia, the lava flow on the Elysium Planitia region of Mars appears like an elephant's trunk. The elephant face doesn't only show how prone we are to pareidolia, it also shows the geological features that Mars experienced as it evolved. Scientists believed that the elephant-shaped lava flow was from flood lavas. Flood lavas often flow slowly but cover large areas. Nevertheless, studies suggest that the flood lavas on Mars flowed rapidly and created the elephant face. The picture of the elephant face has been used in much space trivia, and many advanced pictures of it have been returned. With the help of HiRISE, the high-resolution imaging science experiment, we have seen more than 22,000 high-resolution pictures of Mars's surface. Number 4. The human bone. In 2014, pictures of what appeared to be a human bone lying on the dry, rocky surface of Mars appeared online. First, people suggested that the picture was doctored, but it was shown to be a real photograph. Many saw it as evidence that there was life on Mars, an ancient civilization that was probably extinct. At the same time, some insisted that the government has discovered aliens and is keeping a secret. However, the picture verification showed that the bone was captured by the Curiosity rover's Mastcam in August 2014. Although it looks eerily like a femur or thigh bone, it is just a Mars rock. NASA confirmed that the rock got its appearance through forces of wind, water, or erosion. NASA's statement said that in these conditions, only microbes could have lived on Mars. Number 3. Methane gas on Mars.
Curiosity rover made a discovery that could indicate signs of life on Mars. The rover detected high amounts of methane in the Martian air. On Earth, the gas is typically produced by living things.
Before the rover Curiosity was sent to Mars, telescopic observers had already claimed the possibility of seeing methane gas on Mars. But the rover's enhanced sensor, which can detect methane, discovered that not only is there methane on Mars, but the quantity of methane on Mars is gradually increasing. In 8 years, the methane level has spiked up to 20 parts per billion in volume, more than the initial level of methane detected by the rover. Could the discovery of methane gas on Mars signify or strengthen the possibility of life on that planet? Or could it be something ordinary? We have yet to find out. However, here on Earth, the production of methane is linked to biological activity. If that is the same for Mars, it remains a mystery. Number 2. Jelly donut. A 2013 picture of Mars taken by the Opportunity rover showed what many theorized to be a jelly donut. Further studies showed that it is either a result of a meteor impact or a Martian organism. However, as always, NASA was able to explain what many have called the Pinnacle Island. The whitish rock, which resembled a donut, roused NASA's interest because it seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. A picture of the landscape days before didn't show the whitish rock, but it showed up when the area was photographed again in less than 2 weeks. After driving the rover over it, NASA explained that it was a whitish rock. Nevertheless, many people feel that it is a mystery worth exploring. Number 1. Volcanic activity. Scientists believe that the era of volcanic eruptions on Mars has ended. Still, the sighting of a mantle plume, a moving material believed to cause volcanic eruption and Mars quakes, might change that belief. Suppose volcanic activities can still occur on Mars. In that case, it means that the planet is not dead and points to the possibility of life or chemicals reacting underneath. Seismic measurements conducted by NASA's InSight lander showed that the quakes were relatively new. This discovery showed that there could be lava under Mars, presenting new ways scientists will be able to understand the red planet. If you think these discoveries are mind-blowing, then you will enjoy seeing what the images from the James Webb Space Telescope have to show. Check out this video to begin your journey.